AT&T Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Play action now. Prescott. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Michael Dana. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
That partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going, got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First down. Yellow. First and 10 at the 37.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Still got the stitches. I understand from all your bad bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You want to spin it around, but the truth to the truth, nothing you can do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, trying a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Now he's free to midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They'll throw again. Prescott drops it to Blue, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 43 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
Chiefs nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Still going. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, 26.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll go 47. Yeah. Here we go. We'll go 46.
Now Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Hey, kill. 47. Everybody kill. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, They've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, there we go. I check
Throwing. Prescott. Gets this into the hands of Blue. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
9 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
They run it again with Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Line 8.
Prescott now. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 22 yards.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Yeah,
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Williams. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Line 8.
Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10. One final try from Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. They got his man complete. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, what struck me